everybody. Um, Something I've been so wondering about is our whole reality, where certain lines in movies suddenly changed. Returning in The Empire Strikes Back, where Darth Vader says, well, as we remember, Luke, I am your father. And nowadays, it seems that, and I think it was last year and the year before, Darth Vader says, no, I am your father. Now, that's not the proper line. And it seems to have been changed. In one of the 1930s, Laurel and Hardy was supposed to say, oh, that's a fine mess you've made. Right? But then years later, they've changed to, oh, that's a nice mess you made. Especially, that's a fine mess. Not nice mess. This is where I've been wondering with our whole realities, there's certain things changed where we remember how lines in movies are supposed to sound. As I said, Darth Vader saying, Luke, I am your father. Laurel and Hardy saying one of the lines, oh, that's a fine mess you got us into. Right? And yet they're changed. And as we all know, that there's been lines changed in movies. Now, I don't know, whether I don't know if it's happening in other movies or that, where things suddenly lines have changed. And this is why I think there's something really wrong with the whole reality, because you've got in a show where they like, for example, Doctor Who, where over the years they've always had a male play their character, and then all of a sudden they've got a female, and then from then on it's all this harassment and all this actors and all this, and then after that don't hear any more about it. And then one other actor who I think really wrecked his life, and that even though he won, but still wrecked things for him, which isn't good at all. But the thing is our reality fine? Or is it all screwed up? Because you've got, we've got to change the name for certain products. And the names they come up with are ridiculous. You've got Chico lollies called Cheekies. coon cheese called Cheers. Really? This is like why it sounds like it's from another Earth. Slightly the same, but different in that on that Earth. Now there was a show, I can't remember the word, the name of it, starts with F, I don't know, it was called Frantic or something, and where the father years ago went to that other reality, that other Earth. Because he lost his son, went to that Earth, took that child and brought it to his Earth, his reality, and raised him from then on as his own son, even though his actual son lost him. So the whole time his son thought he was living in the right reality, and I don't know whether it's just a coincidence that, you know, certain lines are changed and then that's just normal, or someone has got some machine and suddenly making sure that it changes a few things, and everyone thinks, oh no, that's not how the line's supposed to, that's not how they're supposed to say the line. This is why I think that our reality is all screwed up. Now, I might sound as though I'm being a bit silly. But the thing is, when you think about it, what is going on with everything? Lines changed. Then you've got, the cost of living, prices going up, packaging shrinking, names of food changed, females playing male roles, and you know, this is why there's something very strange going on. Like with the media, you hear all the news, all this. I don't believe, half the time I don't believe the rubbish that they say. And then you look on the net, and you've got the ones that like Daily Mail, and half the time, Daily Mail just tell a whole load of rubbish. Half the time. Sometimes they're true, other times they're not. Other times, when as I said, other times they're not. They're all a load of rubbish. As though they just think, we'll just think of something, just put it in. And this is the thing. Now, when I say that I think our reality is all screwed up, I might sound silly. You know, people might say, oh no, you're being stupid. But with everything that's been going on for the past few years, it does seem like our whole reality is all stuffed up. And, you know, it's just ridiculous, really. Now, as I said, some people might think I'm being silly. Might think I'm being stupid. But, you know, I just think it's about time that we started to realise, you know, thinking lines changed in movies. I don't know. I don't know whether it might be happening with other movies. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below, and what you think about with this business of, firstly how, is our reality screwed up? Lines being changed in movies. And so, yeah, I just thought a video bit about that, because it just seems as though reality's all screwed up. Now, as I said, people might think I'm being silly, stupid, but it just seems as though it is. And the thing is, if you watch Empire Strikes Back, and the line that Darth Vader said, the actor says, "Oh, I am your father." We're supposed to say, "Luke, I am your father." Right. And then Luke goes, "No." Yeah. And then Laurel and Hardy, "Oh, that's a nice mess." We're supposed to say, "Oh, that's a fine mess you've made." So, as I said, some people might think I'm being silly and stupid, but the way things have been happening over the past few years, it just seems that our whole reality is all stuffed up. It's all screwed up. And, it's just ridiculous. I mean, as I said, you're watching the news, half the time, the media, it's all lies, and then you've got the government that it's supposed to be helping people, and it's just, they don't. Everything's completely stuffed. This is why I just had a gut for this business you've got, for example, another thing, reality programs. Which might not have anything to do with what I'm talking about with reality. But where they waste millions of dollars. And it might have something to do with how I said our reality's all screwed up. They seem to waste millions of dollars. And yet the government say, "Oh, the cost of living, make it all bad for everybody else." As though they want to make sure that it's bad for everyone else. That's why I think our reality's all screwed up. As though someone's pulling the strings and controlling the government, telling them, "Oh, we want to make sure it stuffs up for everybody, but all these reality programs, we make sure we waste millions of dollars on that. We waste more money by paying people to go on it." And then they shove that much reality crap down our throats. And you can't watch a show anymore. You go to watch a show. You want to watch a show on like here, for example, over here in Australia, 7, 9 or 10. You want to watch a show, It's either on for a few months, and then go, oh, it's off now. Oh, I didn't do very well. Oh, we'll be back in 2 weeks and all this rubbish. And then you've got another bloody reality shit crap. See, this is why I said that our reality's all stuffed up. It's completely fucked. Absolutely. And I think it's as though it is. Now, as I've said a few times, people might think I'm being stupid or silly when I say about our reality. But when there's lines in movies and changed, oh, I am your father, when it's supposed to be, the line's supposed to be, Luke, I am your father. Or in a Laurel and Hardy movie, oh, that's a fine mess you've made. Instead it's changed to, that's a nice mess you made. It's just, so, you know, maybe I'm being silly, maybe I'm being stupid, but it's just ridiculous, really. The whole thing is just ridiculous. Maybe our reality it's screwed up, and you've got all these things, as I said, lines changed. It's as though someone's got some machine and going back and changing things. Oh, we want to have there change this line. And then comes back to now, and he goes, oh, that's not how the line's supposed to be said. That's a fine mess. That's supposed to how it sounds. But in the Laurel and Hardy movie, but it's ended up changed to, that's a nice mess you made. Now, can you say that to somebody? Oh, that's a nice mess you've made. And you're angry, and you haven't, telling that person, oh, that's a nice mess you've made. Okay. Oh yeah, it is nice, isn't it? Instead of saying, oh, that's a fine mess you've made.
I don't know that one.
Sorry about that. Alexa came on. I don't know why she comes on. Listens in or something. But yeah, so when you if someone makes a mess of that, oh, that's a fine mess you've made. Not, oh, that's a nice mess. You say to someone, that's a nice mess you made, and you're angry at them for making the mess. And you're saying that's a nice mess? Wouldn't say it's a nice mess. That's a fine mess you made, which sounds better than, oh, that's a nice mess you made. And you're angry at them, and you're saying that's a nice mess? Come on. As I said, I might be being silly, I might be stupid, but still, But as I also said, other movies, I'm not whether I think there's changed, lines changed in movies. Just let me know in the comment section below what you think of, whether it's our reality all screwed up. Now, I might be being silly or stupid, but I really think that our whole reality is all screwed up. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go now. So just think about that, and as I said, I might be being stupid, silly, but I do think our reality's all screwed up. What's been happening over the past few years, or longer. So, anyway, take care, everybody, and as I always say, don't forget to put a like, put a comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Take care, guys. Bye now.